everyone, I am Liana with Music Academy International Inc. and welcome to the greatest piano channel on the internet, period. So in this video, I'm gonna do question and answer series. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your question. I piled up here lots of questions from your emails and from Facebook and from Instagram and from the Patreon site. So we're having very important questions that needs to be answered correctly from my perspective. So I'm having here question number 1, how to find the right song for me? Good question. Number 2, how to set goals? Very good question. How to practice slow? That's a really good question. Slow and more slow. How to break up the score? Very important. Let's do that. What kind of teacher do I need? Do I need one? Okay, we will see. Then we're having here, how long should I practice? How to learn quick a piece? Okay, we all want quick. Yes, that's gonna come. What to practice in a session? That's good, in a practice session. Then we're having coordination exercises for beginners. Absolutely. Why should I play scales? We're gonna get through it. Why arpeggios and why versions? Why should I learn about arpeggio and inversions? What the heck are them? So we're gonna go there. Chord practice, practice exercise, and ultimately I have one more, classical pieces that I believe you should learn and why. Alright, you like that, right? So give me a like and let's get going with number 1. Hello everyone, and I am back with you with more questions and answers, right? In today's video, we're going to talk about how to learn quick song, right? Or a piece of music. I have these questions from Claudia, and Claudia, she is again from Colombia, like Felipe. I hope they're in the same city so they could talk. But anyhow, I'm very happy you to be here. So let's get started. I picked for you today like a piece that it would be an intermediate piece. You all know this piece, right? And then I picked the same, on the same time I picked a little tiny bit of a more advanced piece, a Chopin Nocturne, that both of them you have the full tutorial in my classical playlist. You have on the playlist named classical tutorials. This piece so these are the 2 pieces that we're gonna talk about today. On the same time, if you did not see all the other questions that I have, please go there because I'm explaining in detail how to play slow and how to break up the piece. So pretty much here I'm gonna repeat some of that, and I'm gonna give you more information how to do it. So a lot of students, they're like, dragging on it, and it's like, oh my God, when I'm gonna accomplish this piece, So you come on the right channel, on the right question here, how to do it and how to do it, and again, how to do it, tips and more tips. So on the same time, so first of all, very important is pick a piece that it's not as hard, so you're not like a beginners or intermediate and you want to play Chopin. That's not gonna happen. That's gonna take you forever, and I would not suggest you. But if you would like to play a song that is just a little bit more advanced that you are, yes, go for it. You love the piece, you kind of know how it goes, and you want to learn it. So let's go. So let's say you want to play this sonata. So first of all, what I was suggesting you to have an overlook. You do know how it sounds. You do know your end results, right? So you just play it, you learn it just a little tiny bit, and you have an idea how it goes. Let's say just the theme number 1, right until here, you know. So what would you do? You will break down right hand and then left hand, and you definitely you need to practice separate for a good period of time. So even though you are okayish comfortable playing both hands together, separate the hands and literally learn it. I used to actually memorize them separately. My teacher asked me to memorize. I think it's a little bit extreme that, you know, my training was a little hardish on the side, you know. Yeah, you don't need to memorize, but definitely you need to practice separate hands, right? So that's point number 1. Don't play it over and over and over again from the beginning to the end, and then you are not accomplishing anything. Again, break it down in very short sections, like 4 measures and then 8 measures, and then play both 8 measures and then again 4 measures. Practice slow. Okay, understand what is on that left hand. You do know here it's a chord, C chord, then it's another chord. Let's not name it, it's a G7, but we don't need to name it. So it's this one and then this one. So analyze what is there, and then you have this chord and then this chord and then this chord and then this chord. Okay, so in the first 4 measure that I'm breaking down right now, I'm literally analyzing, you know, from the theory point of view, from the brain point of view. So I'm not making the music right now. I'm just reading the notes and understanding what is exactly the main thought of Mozart when he composed this, right? So left hand is this one. You're having C chord, actually 2 counts, right? This one and then this one, and then so here you can see it's a pattern, and this and this. So I'm gonna go again, and this and this and this and up and down and down and down, right? And faster, this and this and this and this and this and this. So this would be my left hand. Then obviously after I know it very well, then I'm going to start breaking it down, right? And this one and this. Then practice all the intricacy in between first chord and then second chord. So this would be the one and go and back and back and down. Yes, okay, you know, so slow. Don't do it as I'm doing fast, okay? Do it as slow as you're not making mistakes, right? And then you go back to the next one. This and this and this and this. So again, you go this. Meanwhile, look what I'm doing here. I'm lingering a little tiny bit more with my pinky on it. This is just an extra tip for you. I'm not doing a tutorial on this piece, right? And I'm giving it even a little accent on the pinky, lingering a little longer. Good. And then it's next one. Right, so that's another G major chord. And back to this one connection. Go, right? From very slow to faster with the metronome. Right? So yes, you will have the full tutorial in my my playlist. I'm saying again, because if you really do want to do this piece, you have it there explanation of this piece, okay? After you are comfortable, you know, I just started with the left hand because it's a little bit more. Then you go to the right hand. All right. Again, I'm repeating this. So even though you are able to play this on both hands, do practice go backwards and practice separate. So right now what I'm doing on the right hand, I'm looking to see what is there. So what is there? Again, a C major and back. Okay. Alright. Good. So this is a nice more than this one. Eventually you want to do some, if it's too easy, you can do already some kind of dynamics. Piano crescendo back. And again, legato. Okay, so what is that? Legato. What's legato actually? It's this one. It's not legato. So now you know what is legato, alright? And then you go next. So what would be this? Would be the first inversion of the C major, right? Alright? So what you need to work on the right hand, obviously, to learn the right hand. This is not a tutorial on this sonata, right? It's just an example. So you gotta go, example, I'm gonna give you another example. You gotta do on the first stage of learning a piece and learning it quick. Again, quick and efficient, right? You gotta put your fingering. So make sure, like in this situation, you have 2, 5, go back on the 3, and then make sure that is clean. Right? So, second step. Then you gotta put together this little section of 4 measures. You will put it together eventually, some point in time, sooner or later, right? After you know it very well right hand and very well left hand. And I'm gonna do another short video after this talking about the left hand. How important is the left hand? Everybody thinks the right hand is the most important, and no, the left hand is very important as well. Anyhow, so you put the fingering on the right hand, put the fingering on the left hand. You almost know it, memorize those 4 bars. Now you gotta put it together. So what's happening in piano, I always say 1 plus 1, it doesn't mean 2, actually means 3. Because putting it both hands together, it's a total game change. It's just a game change. Because right now you need to think right and left, right and left, right and left. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna repeat a little bit more exactly in the next video. You need to know left hand very well, so your attention, it will go a lot on the right hand. But anyhow, both of them needs to be very well known, so you are able to do whatever you need to do. Alright, I'm gonna go with another example that I prepared here. Nocturne Opus 9, number 1. Sorry, it's open. Okay, so we're having this one. Obviously, this is for more advanced students, you know, but it's a very good example because what's happening here, you have lots and lots on left hand. So again, I explained it in the tutorial how left hand needs to be thoroughly. So you take again 1 measure. In this situation, actually it's half of the measure. You know, I'm not gonna say what you need to do here, but I'm just saying the left hand sounds like that. that would be your first step. So I'm repeating myself again. Even if you are able to play both hands on the same time, on some level of understanding, for you to learn this piece quick, that means not in 6 months, meaning like maybe a month, or less, or a little bit more, but definitely not 6 months, right? You need to take hands separately, play it slow, take 4 measures at a time, slow, separately, memorize more or less, and practice, very slow, very slow. Then you can add, when you are able, and then you want to go faster, you can add rhythms. I was talking in the tutorial about this. You can add staccatos, you can add, you have a toolbox of all kinds of different different tools, and you pick it up, whatever tool you need, okay? So this is my recommendation in how to learn quick a piece. So do not go over and over from the beginning to the end, both hands together, and you are making mistakes over and over again, right? So take small section, break it down, go slow, hands separately, and then learn it, relearn it with both hands at the same time. This is a process in which you need to enjoy it. I am swearing to you that this will pay off very good. It will pay off absolutely amazingly. It will pay off. It's kind of like, oh my God, okay, I'm going again and again and again, like a tennis person, like learns to do tennis and goes the same stroke again and again, like a swimmer, right? I don't know, the swimmer, I think he did the same stroke over and over and over, and he's gonna get sharper, he's gonna get stronger, he's gonna get just better and better and better, and then your fingers, they're gonna feel free. That's where we want to go, to feel free to play a piece and don't think about it. All right, so practice consistently. It's very important. I touched it in another video, how to practice not how to practice consistently. And think that even Mozart, he did practice a lot. It's not coming out of thin air, So whoever is going to say you, oh, learn this in 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's like bait and I don't know how you call it, catch and bait or something. I don't believe in that. Mozart, he was a genius, right? He practiced like crazy, right? All the other Chopin practiced incredibly, before became Chopin. List, I'm not even talking, they're all practiced for hours and hours and hours. So it's not coming out of thin air, but then you make art. You are close to God. I would say it's the higher level of being close to God. It cannot be closer. All right? So thank you so much for listening to me. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. I want to continue a little short video in regarding the lesson. How important is the lesson and how to make it better. Thank you.